Instant reaction from the Chiefs and the Bengals game. The Chiefs ended up winning 26-25. Overall, great game. Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow both played their tails off. We got to talk about it though. There was a lot of highs and there was a lot of lows from that game. For with the Bengals though, Cam Taylor-Britt had a sensational one-handed interception. One of the best interceptions I've seen in a really long time. They were comparing it to the OBJ catch from 10 years ago it was. But let's talk about that controversial pass interference call. We've seen this movie. We've seen this with the Chiefs a lot, right? Yes, that was 100% a pass interference call on Dejon Anthony, the 7th rounder, who the Bengals picked. That was 100% pass interference. NFL fans are tired of seeing the Chiefs win. Mahomes pulled it out of his tail. 4th and 15. Mahomes, 4th and 15. Scrambles, rolls around. Only Mahomes can do this in the NFL. Scrambles, finds Rashee Rice. Everyone's upset. That was 100% pass interference. The Bengals played a great game. It was back and forth the entire game, but you can't give Mahomes that opportunity there. 4th and 15 for Mahomes is like 4th and 5 for him. Any other quarterback, they're not making that play. The Bengals defense played great. The Chiefs defense played great. Both teams were neck and neck with each other the entire time. Jamar Chase, what are you doing in sportsmanlike conduct? Yes, you can never get in a ref's face. I know he was upset because he thought it was a hip drop tackle. It looked like kind of a face mask. It looked like it kind of wasn't. You can't do that in that situation. They're lucky they have Evan McPherson, because if not, another kicker probably would have potentially missed that kick. But like I said, both teams played great. It was another instant classic between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Sign me up for that movie every single time. Joe Burrow and Mahomes, neck and neck. I hope to see those two. I hope to see the Chiefs and the Bengals play again in the postseason. And yes, I think the Kansas City Chiefs can be beat, but it's going to take no mistakes. You cannot make any mistakes against the Chiefs. And everyone's saying it's refs versus the Chiefs, refs versus the Chiefs. It was not refs versus the Chiefs. That's a 100% pass interference call. It was the right call. And everyone's like, well, it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. No, it was. Let's flip the script here to the Chiefs with their tackles and Trey Hendrickson and how much pressure he put on Patrick Mahomes. The Kansas City Chiefs have some issues at tackle with the rookie Kingsley, and then they brought in the backup guy, Ranya Morris, I'm pretty sure it was. Trey Hendrickson had a great game. He had his footprints all over that entire game, and I'm still concerned about the Cincinnati Bengals run game. I know Zach Moss was 12 of 34. Chase Brown was 4 of 31. They still do not have that true dynamic back. I know, obviously, they lost Joe Mixon. They're going to have to figure out what they're going to do. Tay Higgins still hasn't played yet, so we still haven't seen him. Mike Gesicki had a really good game. He was 7 of 91 for the day. So, I mean, the Bengals offense played good, and everyone's sitting here saying that, is Joe Burrow overrated? Is Joe Burrow overrated? The only reason why the Bengals are even relevant is because of Joe Burrow. People here have been starting to form this narrative that Joe Burrow's overrated and the Bengals haven't been good in a while. The only reason why the Bengals were even in that game against the Kansas City Chiefs was because of Joe Burrow. Now, let's flip the script here to the Chiefs real quick here. Travis Kelce was a non-factor in tonight's game. The Bengals did a really good job covering him, and I think age is definitely catching up to Travis Kelce. I know he had that one big catch, but it got called back because of a holding call on the Chiefs offensive line. But the Kansas City Chiefs don't need Travis Kelce to win games. They have so many options at wide receiver. Mahomes can make something out of nothing. Pacheco is great on the ground. Now, I know Andy Reid came out after the game and said Pacheco is potentially nursing an ankle injury, so we'll see. We'll be monitoring that. But Rashee Rice, he had another day, 5 of 75 for the day. Mahomes had some, good runs here and there to extend the play, scramble, run for the first. But like I said, overall, great game. Really enjoyed it. Sign me up for that movie, 20 times out of 10 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Another instant classic. And for the Swifties out there, the NFL fans that love Taylor Swift, she was shown a few times when the Chiefs won. Also, too, everyone who does not like Harrison Butker is the real deal for the Chiefs. You can hate him for this, for that, whatever. The Kansas City Chiefs are extremely lucky to have a kicker like Harrison Butker. He absolutely won the game for them in the end. 51-yard field goal. Mahomes put them in position with the pass interference call. Butker comes down. Butker gets there, kicks it, boom, right through, 51-yarder. Great game overall. And for the bettors out there, the spread was -6.5, +6.5 for all you gamblers out there, including myself. What a back-and-forth game. This is exactly why I did not bet that game. If anything, I was going to take the Bengals +6.5, but I just couldn't trust it because I was like, you know what? Vegas might have the Chiefs win this game by 7 points, even though the Bengals actually covered, and the over went over because it was 26-25. The over-under for the game was 48. 26 plus 25 is what, 52 exactly? So, like I said, great game. But yeah, the Taylor Swift is not going away from the NFL. So you fans out there, refs versus the Chiefs, refs versus the Chiefs. The NFL wants Taylor Swift and the Chiefs to win because Taylor Swift is in attendance. She brings in revenue. It's going to continue to happen. The Chiefs are going to be on more primetime games. They're going to be put in a more bigger light because Taylor Swift is attending the games. Travis Kelce doesn't even have to be a factor in these games, and they're still going to show Taylor Swift. Hate to say it, Brads, Dads, and Chads, but Taylor Swift is officially part of the NFL culture. Nothing is going to change. So if you want to turn off your TV and you don't want to watch because Taylor Swift is there, then you're just going to be missing out on the greatest show that's going on in the NFL right now. I still will sit here and say this. We're in September. I don't think anybody's going to beat the Chiefs this season. I really don't. I just think that there's too much going for them. I think the NFL wants the Chiefs to win because Taylor Swift, the revenue, everything that she is bringing in, and the Chiefs are, a likable, fun team to watch. Mahomes is on another level right now. They've got, still a top 5 defense. They've got the greatest coach in the game right now. I don't think the NFL wants the Chiefs to lose. And I think the Chiefs will be in the Super Bowl when it comes time in New Orleans. And I think they will three-peat. But I kind of want to just briefly go back here to this game real quick. Like I said, overall great game. 2 juggernauts going up and at it with each other. And like I said, both defenses played great. Both offenses were good at times. But the only thing that hurt the Bengals was that big turnover, that fumble. And yes, that was a fumble. Joe Burrow wasn't officially down. But, like I said, highlights from that game: Cam Taylor-Britt's interception, the controversial pass interference call with Mahomes and Dijon Anthony and Rashee Rice at the end of the game. The Chiefs' run game was really good. Their defense stepped up at times. Trey Hendrickson was a huge force in this game. He was impactful like crazy. He was giving those tackles problems all night long. But overall, great game. 26-25 final score. That is my instant reaction from the Kansas City Chiefs Cincinnati Bengals game. Make sure to hit the podcast subscription down below. Hit, subscribe, the Inquisitive Mamba podcast. We drop podcast weekly, sports clips, content, entertainment. Hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys in our next video.